जनगण मन अधिनायक जय
हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय। वंदे वंदे।
मैं जाऊँगा फोटो खींचूंगा तो उठेंगे तो जाओगे ना, खड़े होंगे तो और क्या वो ठीक है चलेगा जाओ।
आज हरिजन सेवक संघ के लिए बहुत गौरवशाली क्षण है। हमारे बीच में उपस्थित है भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति महामहिम श्री सीपी राधाकृष्णन जी, हरिजन सेवक संघ एवं अखिल भारत चिकित्सा परिषद के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर शंकर कुमार सान्याल जी, प्रदेश व केंद्र सरकार में कुशल प्रशासक के रूप में अपनी उल्लेखनीय सेवाएं देने वाले श्री राजकुमार भार्गव जी की बहुत भूमिका थी। यहाँ पर वो आने वाले थे पर नहीं आ सके, पर उनको भी हम मंच पर स्मरण कर रहे हैं। हमारे बीच में उपाध्यक्ष जो KVIC के चेयरमैन रहे हैं लक्ष्मीदास जी उपस्थित हैं। हमारे दूसरे उपाध्यक्ष हरिजन सेवक संघ जो है नरेश यादव जी उपस्थित हैं। आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हरिजन सेवक संघ परिसर में। हमारे बीच में परमार जी हैं, 18 साल सांसद रहे हैं, SC/ST कमीशन के सदस्य रहे हैं। आपके ज़माने में बहुत उल्लेखनीय कार्य हुए हैं, वो भी मंच पर उपस्थित हैं। आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। हमारे सामने हरिजन सेवक संघ के बहुत सारे बोर्ड के सदस्य बैठे हुए हैं, उन सब का भी अभिनंदन है। माननीय विधायक जी हमारे बीच में हैं, आपका स्वागत है। खत्री जी आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है। हरिजन सेवक संघ परिसर में समय बहुत सीमित है जैसा कि पता है सभी को, तो इस बीच में हम अपने जो हमारे संस्था के अध्यक्ष हैं डॉक्टर शंकर कुमार सान्याल जी, वो अपना प्रतिवेदन सबसे पहले प्रस्तुत करेंगे। ये संस्था जो है गांधी की तपस्थली है और हमारे बीच में जो उपस्थित हैं उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय, वो एक उभरते विकसित हो चुके गणतंत्र के प्रतीक हैं और ये जो संस्था है वो स्थापित और यहाँ पर बहुत ऐतिहासिक क्षण जिए गए हैं और जिन्होंने देश में समरसता की बयार बहाई है। अब देखिए जो है उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय का स्वागत किया जा रहा है और हम सब लोग इस गौरवशाली क्षण को जी रहे हैं। ये क्षण बहुत मुश्किल हैं क्योंकि ये इतिहास में अमर हो गए हैं। ये कुछ क्षण जो हैं जीवंत हैं, जो इतिहास में अमर हो गए हैं। जो है हमारे अध्यक्ष महोदय जो हैं स्वागत कर रहे हैं, हमारे राजू भाई परमार जी स्वागत कर रहे हैं, सभी लोग स्वागत कर रहे हैं। उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय आपको हम यहाँ पर पाकर बहुत गदगद हैं। संस्था बहुत सम्मानित अनुभव कर रही है आपको यहाँ पे पाके। बहुत समय से आपकी प्रतीक्षा हम लोग कर रहे थे, लेकिन
नमस्कार, जय जगत। I express my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable C.P. Radhakrishnan, Vice President of India, for his august presence in this historic and iconic institution, Gandhi Ashram, Delhi, for inauguration of extended complex of library and reading room of Mahadev Desai Library and other dignitaries. It shows the pleasant reliance of the Honorable Vice President on Harijan Sevak Sangh founded by Mahatma Gandhi in 1932. And we are really honored that the Honorable Vice President has enthusiastically accepted our proposal to come and inaugurate this block of library. You all are aware that the Harijan Sevak Sangh was founded by Mahatma Gandhi on 30th September 1932 following a historic public meeting in Bombay under the presidency of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. Gandhiji began his perpetual fast unto the death on 20th September 1932, which awakened the conscience of Indian people, particularly the caste Hindus, against the inhuman practice of untouchability. This movement led to a signing of the Pune Pact on 24 September 1932, a negotiated settlement between Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and signed by Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya and Ambedkar ji. It is noteworthy that the constitution of this organization was written by Gandhiji himself, and the draft also corrected by himself in his own handwriting. Gandhiji began his perpetual, since its inception, the Harijan Sevak Sangh has been tirelessly working for the upliftment of the downtrodden and weaker section of the society through various development initiatives implemented across the country in all the states of India. In the spirit of Gandhi's vision, the Sangh is regarded as the mother of all Gandhian institutions, serving as a living embodiment of Gandhi's ideals of inclusiveness and social harmony. We bow down before our predecessor and to late Padma Vibhushan Didi Nirmala Deshpande, whose tireless efforts and dedication made Harijan Sevak Sangh reach its present stature. We continue to carry forward this noble journey with the same spirit and commitment that they embody. It is the place where most of the President of India, Vice President of India, all the spiritual leaders, even His Holiness Dalai Lama and all used to come here in different occasions. You will be glad to know that late Sri K.R. Narayanan, the former President of India, is one of the students of our school in Kerala, and he is a product of Harijan Sevak Sangh. In his autobiography, he wrote that I am a product of Harijan Sevak Sangh. The headquarters of Harijan Sevak Sangh has a number of buildings and structures with which the sacred memory of Gandhiji is directly associated. One of the prominent among them are Mahadev Desai Library, which has established with the blessings of Gandhiji. This library has a collection of more than 10,000 rare books, scriptures, literature, newsletters, either written by Gandhiji or on Gandhiji. As we all know, Mahadev Desai was a scholar, writer, and Mahatma Gandhi's personal secretary. He has variously been described as Gandhi's Boswell, a Plato to Gandhi's Socrates, as well as Ananda to Gandhi's Buddha. The library was closed for a long time due to some unavoidable circumstances. On 24 September 2019, the renovated Mahadev Desai Library was inaugurated by Sri Ramnath Kovind, the then President of India. Now you will be glad to know that Mahadev Desai Library at Gandhi Ashram has been extended for the benefit of the student, aspirant and researcher who study at the library to prepare for competitive examination to advance their respective research work of hours together with minimum maintenance charges from morning 8 to evening 8. It may be mentioned that Gandhiji stayed in this very campus, this Gandhi Ashram, along with Mata Kasturba. His sojourn in Delhi during 1930s and 40s, and many historic decisions regarding India's independence movement were taken in this campus. This campus had had the footsteps of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Abul Kalam Azad, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, and many other the then scholars of the country. Thus, the soil of Gandhi Ashram is extremely sacred to the Gandhian fraternity, and today we are proud that many decisions for our motherland, freedom for the clutches of the foreign ruler materialize from this holy place. Harijan Sevak Sangh has evolved its activities. It started with an aim of eradication of untouchability and serving the so-called lower caste by the people of the so-called upper caste. Gradually, its activities changed as per the demand of the time. It has also been working relentlessly for promotion of peace, love, compassion, harmony, and universal brotherhood in the country and abroad, as emphasized by Mahatma Gandhi. Presently, this song is giving emphasis on youth and women empowerment, skill development, various sectors like technical upgradation through Smart Academy with the help of Tech Mahindra Foundation. We are a unique institution we are running, and in Chennai, Thakkar Baba Institution, Tamil Nadu, it is working nicely. You will be glad to know that I got the opportunity to be part of the Gandhian Peace Mission, leading a 6-member delegation to the Parliament of World Religions in Salt Lake City in 2015 and Toronto in 2018. Joining 10,000 participants from 80 countries, we walked the same historic path blazed by Swami Vivekananda in 1893, bringing the message of Mahatma Gandhi to diverse global audience. In 2025, as our world faces growing instability, war and social inequality, our mission became even more urgent. From September 5th to 7th, I had the privilege to inaugurating the International Peace Conference at World Peace Summit in Incheon, South Korea. Collaborating with Korean media, civil city administration, academicians, we enforce necessity of lasting peace. To ensure these efforts continue through future generations, we signed several partnerships with different universities of South Korea and Japan. Subsequently, following Korea, my next peace mission was destined to Japan. It remains etched in my heart. There I joined hands with Mrs. Toshika Tanaka, 89-year-old survivor of Hiroshima bombing. Together we penned and signed a powerful joint appeal for nuclear weapon-free world. On behalf of the Harijan Sevak Sangh, I pledge our total commitment to serving human civilization and protecting all life of this planet from the threat of nuclear destruction. We remain dedicated to Gandhiji's vision, providing the path of peace, the only way for our humanity. The song is collaboration with Tech Mahindra Foundation, is imparting plethora skill training to youth on healthcare, and these youth have gained placement in various government and private hospitals, and 85% are already involved in this way. Last but not the least, once again on this auspicious day, I extend my heartfelt regards to Sri C.P. Radhakrishnan ji, Honorable Vice President of India, who have positively responded to our appeal. My warm thanks to each and every delegate, staff member and numerous persons who have worked backstage to make this program successful. I call on everyone, especially the youth, compassionate with following Gandhiji's philosophy, their overall development would result in the uplift of the socio-cultural and socio-economic status of our motherland. This would be our real tribute to Mahatma Gandhi and our freedom fighter who laid their lives for the sake of the freedom of the country. I surely believe that our country, having a rich cultural heritage since the beginning of the human civilization, would again prosper and flourish with all its beauty and would emerge a global leader in near future as stated by our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. I conclude my speech with the eager to hear from Honorable Vice President of India, who is well known to us for his immense contribution in the field of social work and administration. Jai Hind, Jai Jagat, Bharat Mata ki Jai.
के द्वारा पुस्तक का विमोचन होगा। मैं डॉक्टर निशा बाला त्यागी, जो कि हरिजन सेवक संघ की सचिव है, उनको आमंत्रित करना चाहती हूँ कि वो अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर शंकर कुमार सान्याल जी द्वारा लिखी गई पुस्तक का विमोचन माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय द्वारा कराने की कृपा करें। आज वो क्षण आया है, वो ऐतिहासिक क्षण आया है, जबकि जो है उस पुस्तक का विमोचन होने के लिए जा रहा है। और इस पुस्तक के विमोचन के अवसर के लिए हम सभी लोग जो हैं उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय को जो है बहुत धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करते हैं कि उन्होंने इस पुस्तक को अमरता प्रदान की, अपने हाथों से अपने कर्तव्य में उसका इनॉग्रेशन करके। ये क्षण, ये समय बहुत बहुमूल्य है, बहुत हमेशा इतिहास में लिखे जाएंगे।
गौरवशाली मौके पर माँ जानकी के पुत्र आए हैं हमारे बीच में। माता का नाम जानकी, और उन्होंने हमारे पास भेजा है बापू के पास, इस पवित्र भूमि पर जहाँ बापू, बा सुभाष चंद्र बोस, रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर, ये सारी महान आत्माएं रहीं, यहीं कहीं घूमती थी। आपने गाड़ी छोड़ करके पैदल चलने का संकल्प लिया सर, आपका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन और स्वागत है। आप खुद पैदल चले उस भूमि पर। प्रोटोकॉल कहता है कि आप गाड़ी से जाएं। ये बड़े लोगों का बड़प्पन है साहब। इंसान ऐसे बड़ा नहीं होता है, उसके व्यक्तित्व की गहराई इतनी ऊंची होती है कि वो हम सब नौजवानों को मार्गदर्शन देता है। देश की सर्वोच्च संस्था जो गांधी विचारों को लेकर के पूरे देश नहीं पूरी दुनिया, दादा ने बताया अभी, में काम कर रही है। ये मातृ संस्था है देश की, जहां से सारे गांधी विचार की संस्थाओं के साथ एक रिश्ता है हमारा। और दुनिया भर में अभी दादा ने बताया, साउथ कोरिया, जापान, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका, नेपाल, साउथ एशिया के देशों के साथ तो बहुत गहरा है, अमेरिका, लेकिन यूरोपियन देशों के साथ हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और गांधी विचार जिसकी ज़रूरत है उस पर ये संस्था काम कर रही है। हमें इस बात का बहुत गौरव है कि हमारे उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय ने जब यात्रा की तो अस्पृश्यता उनका एक विषय था सर। हमने सुना अस्पृश्यता के लिए आपने यात्रा की, उसमें एक विषय अस्पृश्यता भी था, आतंकवाद तो था ही। जयप्रकाश नारायण, उस महान व्यक्तित्व के मार्गदर्शन में आपने काम किया। मुझे गर्व हो रहा है आपको बुलाते हुए। मैं बिना किसी भूमिका के सीधे निवेदन करूंगा कि सर आएं, हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करें। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन है सर।
मैं भारत माता के पवित्र चरणों को स्पर्श करता हूँ और उनको प्रणाम करता हूँ। It is a wonderful day. The emotions are running high in the heart. The patriotism is getting stimulated because we all are gathered here in this holy place. On this day, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me on this great function, the inauguration of Mahadev Desai's library extension and reading room of that library. President of Harijan Sevak Sangh, Professor Dr. Sangar Kumar Sanyal ji, former MP and Vice President of Harijan Sevak Sangh, Sriman Naresh Yadav ji, Vice President of Harijan Sevak Sangh, Sriman Lakshmi Das ji, former Member of Parliament Rajya Sabha, Sriman Raju Barmar ji, and our Timarpur MLA, Sriman Surya Prakash Khatri ji, Bhai Behno, सबको नमस्कार। In a day-to-day lives, only some days are very emotional with us. And today is one such emotional day that how simple our leaders were and how they very strongly fought against the colonial Raj. I have seen our Kasturibai ji's kitchen, how simple it is, but how stable they are, how strong they are by heart to fight against an emperor. In that British emperor, the sun never sets. But they are not worried about that, but they fought, and we all are now living in the free India. I am pleased to be here today at the sacred premises of Gandhi Ashram for the inauguration of the extended library and reading room of the Mahadev Desai ji's library. And I have seen the tables have changed, yes. Change is the only constant factor. We have to change according to the development and the change of the society. But our ethics are same. The moral values are same. Even the concept Swadeshi is slowly but steadily changing. Now Swadeshi means it is elaborated meaning. Not only confined only to the sarkas. Even the spinning machinery making in India, that is also Swadeshi now. Why Gandhiji opposed the fabric, the garments imported from Manchester? That he wants to stimulate the patriotic feeling that you are getting everything from the colonial kingdom and you are the real manufacturers of cotton. Cotton is going from here to Manchester and it is coming back as the fabric with a high value addition at that time, which our people were not able to purchase. You all know when Gandhiji changed his dress, which is very famously known as half-naked Pakri, that he has come to that decision in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. When he was going by the train and he was getting down at Madurai junction, he has seen all the farmers were working only with the langoad. He has seen it. Then he decided, when my own countrymen get the full cloth for dressing, then only I will also wear it. From that day onwards, he became the half-naked puppet. This is the way our leaders have lived. That's why even today, Arjan Sevak Sangh is relevant and it is functioning. That's also one truth to us. When you put a good seed, that will never die. The fruits will come out of that good tree, and that fruits will be beneficial to all the good people. A good thought has been seeded here by Mahatma Gandhi ji, and still it is serving the society. The Gandhi Ashram is a sacred and historic place where Mahatma Gandhi had lived during his stay in Delhi in the 1930s to 1940s with Kasturiba ji and his lost son. He has lived here, and as it was mentioned in his speech, that many important decisions to free India from the colonial clutches was taken here. The Mahadev Desai Library carries a legacy that is inseparable from the values of Mahatma Gandhi ji. The inauguration today is not only a physical extension of a library, it is the reaffirmation of a powerful idea that knowledge is the most enduring instrument of social transformation. Mahadev Desai ji was not only Gandhiji's devoted secretary and interpreter, but also thinker and writer who endured that Gandhian thought reached the masses with clarity and integrity. So everything has to be stimulated, whether it is patriotism, that also has to be stimulated. That is the great role by our great Mahadev Desai ji, and he has done wonderful writings to stimulate the feelings, to stimulate the patriotic thoughts in the minds of the young men of that time. A library bearing his name must therefore stand as a living institution, one that encourages inquiry, reflection, and moral courage. That has been well designed, and I am sure those who are coming here to prepare themselves for the competitive examination, first they are having a very holistic atmosphere here, then the preparation can be done in a peaceful way in this library. Our visionary leader, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, has always placed great emphasis on preservation of knowledge and its outreach to dissemination. This library, I am sure, would work in that direction. The Arjan Sevak Sangh, it was founded in 1932, but it is relevant today and it will be relevant for another century, no doubt about it. From basic literacy to higher learning, from social reform to intellectual empowerment, the Sangh has consistently worked to ensure that learning reaches those who need it at the most. One of the most remarkable landmarks in the history of the Sangh is that late Sri K.R. Narayananji, our former President of India, got his education through a residential ashram school of Arjan Sevak Sangh. That is the greatest achievement. That was in Kerala, but what I am trying to say is, wherever we do the right service, that will create the right people. Further helped him in his higher studies, and late Sri K.R. Narayanji had acknowledged his gratitude to the Sangh in several of his addresses. In an age dominated by instant and fleeting digital information, libraries like this remain centuries of deep reading, critical thinking, and ethical reflection. They remind us the learning is not about accumulation of facts alone, but about developing conscience, compassion, and commitment to the society. We are thinking that society has not contributed anything to us. Most of us are thinking like that, but it is not true. Sometimes directly you are getting the benefit. Most of the time we are getting the benefits indirectly. Even if you travel in a bus and you are getting a concession, that means the society is contributing to you. So when you are taking something from the society, then we have to contribute something back to the society. That is the great concept on which dharma that all our elderly leaders have lived. And Mahatma Gandhi believed that education must bring out the best in the body, in the mind, and in the spirit. So in all the three forms, he wanted to bring the best out, and he believed that it is only possible through the education. This extended library has the potential to do exactly that by offering an environment where ideas are explored, histories are preserved, and the future leaders are quietly shaped. I am sure many more K.R. Narayanans will emerge from this library. I congratulate the Harijan Sevak Sangh, the trustees, donors, architects, librarians, and every individual who has contributed to making this vision a reality. Your efforts will benefit generations to come, and your efforts are keeping the Mahatma Gandhiji's great thinking alive. May this extended Magadev Desai library become a vibrant center of learning, dialogue, and social awakening. And I am sure we all should take an oath. If untouchability is not a sin, there is nothing in the world can be called a sin. We may not born in a particular community, but we should always think that if we are born in that community and we have been treated as untouchable by somebody else, how humiliating thing it would be. We don't have any right to treat someone as untouchable because of his birth. Only the character. Character determines who is good, who is bad, not the birth. And that's why Mahatma Gandhi is always against the untouchability. He always take our Harijan brothers with him to the temples. And with God's grace and so many leaders' continuous contribution, the untouchability in this country is almost wiped out. That is, we have to pay our respect to all our elderly leaders' works. May it inspire countless readers to walk the path of truth, non-violence, and service and the service that Gandhiji and Magadev Desai exemplified. And I am always thankful to Gujarat for giving the three great personalities. Mahatma Gandhiji, that is non-violence, ahimsa. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, that is unity, ekta. And now our Prime Minister Narendra Modi means Vikas, development. With these words, I once again extend my best wishes for the continued growth and the impact of this noble institution. Your service will continue beyond imagination. Your service will continue beyond period. Your service will be remembered by everyone for centuries and centuries. With these words, I conclude my speech. Jai Hind. Long live Mother Bharat. Thank you everyone.
भारत माता की। वाह, अब हम सब लोग खड़े होंगे, राष्ट्रगान साथ करेंगे।
भारत जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य